Okay guys, this is going to be another book talk, and the book we're going to be talking about slash reviewing with major spoilers is Beastly by Alex Flinn, alright? Now, you may know this as Beastly, starring Vanessa Hudgens and Alex Pettifer, also Mary-Kate Olsen, but it is a drastically different movie along the lines of where you look at the book. Now, the book is an amazing book. It's just cute. You can read it in a day, and let's start. Now, the narrator is Kyle Kingsbury. He is a 16-year-old teenager who is being elected into 9th grade prom court. Now, he is reciting his memories from when he was younger, because I think he gets older in the book. I mean, they're in senior year in the last part, so they're about to graduate. Anyway, so he has a snobby girlfriend, Sloane Higgins, who's kind of a little bit of a lady of the night in the terms that, you know, she's a drive-through, but she's very attractive and very rich, so anyway, Kyle angers a witch when he says that looks are important and that she should start worrying about her looks instead of judging the school for having such a thing as prom king and queen, because she thinks it's a shallow thing and that people shouldn't be elected royal just because of their looks. And Kyle says that it's important, that looks are important, and she says, well, you better not lose your looks because you're ugly on the inside. This annoys our protagonist, and he decides to play a cruel joke on her and invite her as his date to the dance while he's already going with Sloane. Yeah, he's that guy. Anyway, once at the dance, he gives a rose that he accidentally got mixed up with the Mexican housekeeper, and he wanted an orchid instead of a white rose, but she got the white rose. And basically he gives it to Lindy, and this one act of kindness actually saves his life, because once at the dance, him and Kendra have a duke out where she sees Kyle and Sloane making out and wonders what's going on. He says that he'd never go out with someone who's fat and ugly like her, and she says, thank you for making my decision easier, and he says, what decision? She just said, you'll see. He gets elected prom king, and him and Sloane are about to, you know, have sex on stage. He rejects her because he's feeling sick. He takes Sloane home after the prom, goes home and sees the witch there. She says, I'm turning you into a beast. He tries to bribe her. He tries to kill her, but that doesn't work. And then his father tries doctors, voodoos, witches, priestesses, whatever he could find. No, everybody says no. And then finally he hauls Kyle up in a Brooklyn apartment for the first year with Magda, the housekeeper. And what happens is eventually Kyle asks for a tutor, Will, a blind man, and year 2 passes by. Kyle has built 2 greenhouses with every type of rose there is, because he discovered how beautiful the plant is instead of it just being a cheap piece of junk. He starts to become more sensitive. He changes his name to Aiden, which means in darkness, because Kyle meant handsome. And soon enough, one night, after speaking with Kendra in the magic mirror, that's right, they have this in this book, a guy breaks in, Lindy's father to be exact, Daniel Owens, and pretty much trades his daughter for his own freedom. And after that, she moves in, and they have a really rocky relationship. She doesn't want to see Kyle. She calls him a jailer, a criminal, a kidnapper, her captor. And then eventually they share a special moment where they're having a popcorn in the middle of the night when there's a thunderstorm, and they're watching The Princess Bride. And eventually they share information about their parents, how Lindy has a few sisters that left because their dad was a crackhead, and how she deals with her abusive crackhead father, and how she used that scholarship that she got at Tutton Academy to get out of her regular life and to escape into education. Kyle says that his mother left for a plastic surgeon, left him and his father, and his father cares only about looks, and that his father kind of put him there after he became ugly. And Lindy says, oh, you became ugly? He's like, well, you know, I was born this way. Because he couldn't explain exactly everything to Lindy. So that's when they first become friends. They share classes together, and then eventually they become closer. They go on a ski trip to Aspen or something. They become even more closer, but then eventually Lindy sees in the magic mirror that Kyle shows her that her father is in trouble, and she knows it's Aiden. She thinks it's a guy named Aiden that's a beast. She wants to go to her father, and he says go to him. A few months pass, and year 2 is almost up. One night, when he's looking at Lindy through the mirror, she is being held at gunpoint by this man, and she's being taken up a building. She's screaming, Aiden, help me, Aiden, help me, and he charges out the door and towards the open daylight people. He is on a subway now, and people are saying, oh my god, let's get him, let's get him, let's kill him, push him up the subway, he's a monster, a beast. And what happens then is that he escapes the subway, he breaks the magic mirror, and because he cracks it over some guy's skull, he escapes the subway, he goes up the building, he remembers from memory that this is the building that Lindy's going into with that man that's holding her at gunpoint. He's about to rape Lindy because her crackhead father sold her to another man saying, oh, you know, she's good for it, she has money, or do whatever you want with her, just like he said to Kyle. So Kyle gets shot, obviously, when the guy sees Kyle and how beastly he is. He's a fucking monster. A real one from your nightmares. And Kyle gets the gun away from him and knocks him out cold. He's about to die. Lindy tells him she loves him and that he loves her. He tells her he loves her, and she's about to call the ambulance, and he says, no, it doesn't hurt. And he says that, you know, he loves her again, and she kisses him. He asks her to, of course, because he wants to remember her lips on his before he dies. And what happens is she kisses him, and the white rose petals cover his body, and he's changed back into Kyle Kingsbury. She's confused. She doesn't know why he's Kyle Kingsbury now, because she remembers Aiden. And then he realizes that he's back to normal, and he tells her about the witch. And she's like, okay, sure, I don't know what to say. Then the gunman runs outside. And the news channels are all there because there was reports of a beast running through through the New York subway system, like wow, okay. And you know, he says that's the beast, that's him, and Kyle and Lindy laugh because Kyle's now gorgeous and human, and they say there was no beast, and the guy gets arrested, the pusher drug guy that tried to rape her and kill her. Because not only did he kidnap, but he's a drug pusher and he had an outstanding warrant. Kyle and Lindy testified against him. He got put in jail. The father and Lindy don't talk anymore. And they go back home, and Kyle's father offers for him to move back home into the Manhattan apartment, the condo. Kyle says no, he wants to stay in the Brooklyn mansion because him and Lindy have a home there. And he goes to see Will. Will has his eyesight back, and he wonders about Magda, and she disappears without a trace. Now Kendra tells Kyle to meet her up at the building top, and Kyle says why, and she says just meet me there. So Lindy and Kyle go up there. Now Kyle already informed Lindy about Kendra the witch at the police station, so she has a vague understanding of what happened now. Kendra says that, well, Magda was her, and that she was assigned by the Witches' Council to watch over a human, because she cast so many curses before, and you'll see it in the book. Kyle joins the chat room when he's Aiden the Beast, and, you know, that Kendra was actually the witch that cast all those curses on those people, and the Witch Council told her that she had to be a servant, and she broke her promise by casting a curse on Kyle as well. Not only did she cast a curse, but she casted one in a prominent, news cameraman's son, and they were shocked. So aside from that, he wished that Magda's curse was broken too, and it was. Kendra was turned back into her original state, which was this magical crow, very small with purple and green wings, because Kendra is described with having bright green eyes, witchy features, but actually she's very beautiful, long green hair with blonde in it, and normal looking body. She's a normal girl. but she actually turned back into a crow, which was her true form. And so fast forward a year later, it's time for prom court. They're now senior year, so they're both 18. And Lindy and Kyle are just laughing. Lindy says, "Oh, you're prom court again," and he says, "Well, why? I'm not into that anymore, and these people don't know me. They just care about my looks." He crumples up his ballot, and people start crumpling up their ballots, and Will actually is now the English teacher at Kyle's school, because Kyle's father pulled a bunch of strings to get Kyle and Lindy back into the school, and Will, while he's still in graduate school, to teach at Kyle's school as an English teacher. So him and Lindy are together, and everybody says, "Oh, you know, Kyle got kicked out of boarding school because he made out with the headmaster's daughter." That was a rumor that Kyle's father made up to cover up all those years Kyle was missing school. And Will, his tutor, now teacher at that school, is just laughing about all this, and Kyle and Lindy are happy together. There's rumors as to maybe Lindy is really good in bed, that's why he's with her, because why would he be with a little nothing like her when he could be with Salome? And even Salome is shocked because she said Kyle promised to call her, and blah 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 blah. The rumors continue. Kyle and Lindy are very happy together, and the last message Kendra left with them is that they found true love and that they have loved more than anyone has loved in their entire lives. So they're happy together. Lindy goes back home to their Brooklyn mansion after school. They both live there together with Will, the teacher. And now Kyle gets to kiss Lindy all he wants, and he gets to touch her all he wants because he's human now, and they can be together, which is really cute, I think. And she tries on the green dress that they danced to in one of the scenes in the book. And Kyle says she's beautiful, and she says, "Well, you won't leave me, will you?" He's like, "Never. You loved me when I wasn't even human, so you saw the good in me when I didn't see it myself." And they kiss with the sunlight streaming over them in the room, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful ending to the book. You know, it's sweet and it's cute, just like the movie was sweet and cute about looking what's underneath. And that's the end of the story, and I think you guys should definitely read the book, watch the movie, and just have a beastly ball of your own. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm drained. Alright guys, bye. I hope you comment and subscribe and all that rest. Have a good night, guys.